Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talking Housewives with Dee. I'm Dee, and today we are talking about The Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 20, Episode 5. And I will say, you guys, this episode was better than the last few. It's only been 5 episodes. It's only been five. Oh my god. Um, like episode 3 was just like the most. It was so boring, but episode 4 was like okay, and this one was like it was pretty decent, like considering what we're working with here. I see a lot of people do not like this season. People have already built out on it. I'm still here. Will I be here till we're on like episode 20? Because they're going to give us 20 episodes of this. I don't know. I can't say I will be here. I'm going to try my very best. But once Salt Lake City comes, I don't, listen, I don't know. We got to prioritize a couple things. I don't know. But I'm here and I like this episode. So let's get right into it. So we start off with Jen and Vicki. They're going to get a facial. And Vicki is insisting, absolutely insisting, that she is not a Debbie Downer. The amount of times she has said Debbie Downer in this episode, it has to be at least like 30. But yeah, she's not a Debbie Downer, you guys. Okay, that really got to her. They talk about Heather and Jen, and Jen says that she wants to rebuild with Heather from a place of authenticity. And they show a flashback of Jen and Heather at dinner, and Jen says that she wants to be able to talk to Heather without feeling like Heather's gonna go and talk shit about her behind her back, like once, you know, they get up and walk away. Heather apologizes to her, and I'm just gonna say this. Did I miss a section of Orange County where Jen and Heather were best friends? Did I miss this? I do not remember these two being close at all, unless I'm just completely like, I've blocked out last season. I do not remember them being friends. All last season was them trying to ice Katie out and get her kicked off the show. So, I don't know. So, Jen says that she got together with Carmella and Tamara, and Carmella has so many layers, Jen says. And Jen is talking about Carmella as if she just met her 2 weeks ago. But I thought Jen was the one who brought, air quotes, her on the show. But Jen is act like she does not know this woman. Yeah, alright. Anyways, so now this is the point where we're going back and forth. Okay, we're going back and forth between Emily and Carmella and Vicki and Jen. So we're at Carmella's house. Emily comes over. The house is empty, by the way. Beautiful home. Absolutely stunning home. So beautiful. It's empty. It's empty. No one lives there. There's a picture frame and a couple of disposable espresso cups. Okay, like there's no one lives there. No one lives there. But she did say that her kids go to school in Rancho Santa Fe and that she has this place out here because it's close to her office and this is like her me time. That's a very expensive me time, but you know what? I can't be mad at her. Apparently Carmella is a rich bitch and they're hating on her. I'm here for it, okay? So, Carmella tells Emily about the dinner that she had with Jen and Tamara, and she says that Vicki has some problems with her. And Emily is like, yeah, she thinks you're a liar. And obviously, Camilla is offended because why wouldn't she be? Someone's calling her a liar. So Carmella asks, is this a generational thing? like what is this? And Emily says, no, Vicki is just crazy. We're back at the spa now, okay? Vicki tells Jen that Carmella is not a developer like she claims to be because her boyfriend Mike is a developer and she knows what a developer does. Jen says that Carmella wants her help with some of the projects that she's working on. And Vicki tells her, like, no, you need to stay in your lane and do what you know. And it's going to sound so bad, you guys. Oh, so bad. Whatever. What does Jen know? What does she do? She had a yoga studio, right? Jen doesn't need to be in real estate. Jen needs to go ahead and be a fitness influencer. That's what she needs to do. She needs to hop on YouTube and do those Pilates videos. Listen, I watch Move with Nicole. That's my girl. She can make a killing like Move with Nicole. Do some little Pilates workouts and all that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So we're back with Emily. Emily asks Carmella, what is Jen going to do? Because Carmella says, Jen's going to help me out with a couple of things on some projects. And Carmella's like, she's just going to like pick out tile or whatever. And then Emily's like, so how much is her kickback? And Carmella says, like $20,000. And Emily's like, $20,000? Like, everyone hated you for giving me a Dior purse. They're really gonna hate you now. And Emily's like, where do I sign up? In the confessional, Emily's like, did she just pull that number like out of her ass, like with $20,000? Let Carmella be great. Let Carmella be a rich bitch, okay? So Vicki says something's up with Carmella. And then she says, watch. Carmella's going to ask Ryan, Jen's fiance, to invest in her next project. Like, just you watch. And we will be watching. Oh, and apparently, Vicki didn't invite Carmella to her event that she's having, but Tamra did. So, oh yeah, we find out that Carmella has a criminal past. When she was 20, she violated a restraining order. It was like a boyfriend's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend or something. They were in the same bar. Carmella didn't want to leave. That was it. Now we have a scene with Tamra and her daughter Sophia. I don't really too much care for this. Basically, Sophia is in love with her boyfriend. She wants to spend the rest of her life with him. Oh, what it's like to be 20. God. I could have sworn there was a few of them I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. God. Yeah. And then she just talks about like her and Shannon. That's it. So we have Vicki, Heather, and Emily and Shannon. They go to dinner. And Vicki again says that she is not a Debbie Downer. She is not a Debbie Downer. All right. There's a flashback of Heather and Tamra. And Heather says she's like holding that social bestie thing that was in like the box from Tamra's party. And she's like, this hurts me. I'm not a social bestie. And then Tamra rips up the paper. And then like I guess they squash the beef. I don't know. Shannon says that Tamra texted her thank you after the party. And they went back and forth. It was a very friendly exchange. But Shannon says she doesn't really want that. Basically, Shannon's like, look, I don't fuck with you like that. Shannon says that she doesn't want Tamra to get the wrong impression like they're good now because they're not. Okay, like she's being cordial. The whole back and forth being friendly thing, like, no. Like, again, I don't fuck with you type of vibe. Then we have Heather getting emotional about Emily. Once again, I don't know when Heather and Emily became close. Neither, like, I don't remember that because at one point I thought Emily and Heather were beefing with each other. So I'm not sure where this close friendship is coming from. Once again, I could have completely just blocked out last season. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of Katie stuff happened and kind of turned me off. So maybe something happened last season that I just don't remember. Maybe something happened in this season. I would remember if it happened during the Alexis Bellino season. I would remember that. I don't remember Emily and Heather being close like that, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. So, yeah, she said that she didn't like when Emily told her to stop talking. And she starts crying, you guys. Like, Heather's crying. And she said she grew up in a family that wasn't very warm and welcoming, and her friends mean a lot to her. So it hurt her when Emily shut her down like that. Now we have Shannon and her dad, and they're having lunch. Gene the Machine is 97. I mean, the man looks great. Seems like he still has it all there. What a blessing that is to have your father, 97 years old, still be with you. And he's just, like, he's good. You know what I mean? He's good. Shannon talks about how she needs to learn how to budget. Yeah. She needs to learn how to budget, which makes a lot of sense, you guys. It makes a lot of sense because remember, she asked John Jansen for the what was it, like 75,000? Was it 75,000 45,000? It was 45,000, wasn't it? Well, she asked him for some thousands of dollars for a facelift. You guys remember that? That was like the whole thing with the whole Alexis Bellino John Jansen thing. He was suing her to get the money back. By the way, Alexis got a facelift. So I guess John Jansen is just handing out facelifts. Hopefully he won't take this one back, you know. Both Alexis and Shannon, they look great. Shannon's facelift, money well spent. She looks incredible, okay? Shannon's always been a very beautiful woman. Let's put that out there. You know, she has her ways, but she is beautiful. All right. Then we have Gina and Tamara. They're going for a walk. Gina says that her stepdaughter had emergency surgery. Her stepdaughter wanted her to be there, but it was kind of iffy because the mom was there, and you know, her and the mom don't get along. I think it was a whole big thing. I think I don't know. This mom allegedly she's a mess. So yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I know that she's a alleged mess. Tamara tells not Emily, Jesus Christ. Tamara tells Gina about the dinner she had with Jen and Carmella, and she says that Carmella is not happy with Gina. Gina says it was a weird gift that Carmella gave Emily. And she says that Emily kind of threw her under the bus with it all. And I agree. Emily was saying that Gina said this and Gina said that. Like, Emily, weren't you the one who was like freaking out over it? Because she was, right? Like, episode 2 or 3. Is it 2? I think it was episode 2 or 3. It was 3. Yeah, she was freaking out about it. That was the boring episode. And then Tamara tells Gina about Jen working with Carmella. And again, Gina says it's weird. And she's like, it just seems like it's all about money, money, money with Carmella. And I'm like, isn't this what the show is about? Money? Women with lots of money, blowing off money, doing whatever they want with their money, bringing in money, spending money, 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 money. I thought this is what Real Housewives were. Gina? Okay? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So, Natalie's go wine tasting in San Juan Capistrano, and guess what? Vicki's not a Debbie Downer. She's not a Debbie Downer, okay? And this is going to prove that she's not a Debbie Downer because she's going to have fun and do wine tasting. Tamara's the first to arrive, and she's like, Carmella is coming. And Vicki says she didn't invite her and that Carmella is a liar. Everyone arrives, and Vicki is acting like she doesn't know Carmella. She's talking about some, hi, I'm Vicki, as if they didn't meet. And Carmella's like, we met. She's like, yeah, but like not officially. Vicki, y'all met twice. You guys met twice. There's something about Vicki and Carmella, and I know Vicki doesn't like the new girls, but there is something here that is, I don't know. Maybe I'm too woke. Maybe I'm too woke. Because I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna just shut up, okay? So yeah, they all sit down after for dinner, and Shannon tells Emily that Heather is hurt by her. So Shannon's getting it started. So she tells Emily Heather is hurt by everything that happened between them at the little box party. They both say that they both talk a lot, and Heather was hurt when Emily said to stop talking. Now Gina jumps in and says that Emily wasn't being nice. Emily tells her she doesn't need her to jump in. Like, I don't need you to jump in right now. Gina gets all fucking butthurt by this and was like, don't say you don't need me. Don't say you don't need me, okay? That's not nice. It hurts my feelings when you say you don't need me. And Emily's like, I need you in life. I don't need you here right now in this particular conversation I'm having with Heather. Like, I need you in life, okay? I don't need you here right now. Yeah, but it just really hurts when my best friend tells me that she doesn't need me. It just hurts my feelings. Like, Gina, shut up. Oh my God, we're like 40, 50 right now. Why are we doing this? It sounds like teenagers. Oh my God. Oh my god. Anyway, Heather and Emily, they make up, okay? Now Shannon brings up the gift again. And Gina says, here we go with the best friend shit. Gina says Emily is her best friend, and she heard that Carmella was talking about her after they met up. Basically, it's a flashback. Carmella just said that Emily asked a lot of questions, and maybe that's her nature because she's an attorney. Gina says Carmella kept saying, open the gift at the party, and that the gift was weird. Again, I don't know why this is Gina's problem. Gina, you didn't get the Dior bag and the vibrator, okay? This isn't like, why are you so offended by this? In a confessional, Tamara says she thinks Gina is jealous of Carmella. Yeah, I think she is too. I think she is too. Carmella defends herself by saying that she knew Emily was coming from a good place with the questions. And yes, the flashback that they showed supports what Carmella is saying. She didn't say it in a malicious, bitchy way. She did not say it mean at all. Okay, whatever, sorry. Anyways, Carmella says that she wanted to do something nice for Emily. She saw her wearing this beautiful cream suit. She said that the golden clutch would look good with it. And then again, Gina says it's weird and it seems like Carmella is always trying to flash her money. Gina, this is Housewives. This is Housewives. I'm sorry that you're not on Carmella's level when it comes to money. I guess like this Gina, oh my gosh, please get off the show. And I wasn't even like a Gina like hater, and I'm not a Gina hater, but at this point I'm like, we're losing what the show used to be about. Rich women having fun and getting into fights. Right now we're just getting into fights. We're missing the having fun and rich women part right now. Like, I don't know. I just feel like whatever. Gina, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Carmella says that Gina is making it seem like she has ulterior motives. And Shannon says, well, Gina, you said it seemed like she was trying to buy friendships. And Carmella says, see, that makes me seem calculated and disingenuous. Everyone but Vicki is shaking her head at the table, like agreeing with what Carmella is saying. Gina starts overreacting now, okay? Like the accent is full of force. And she's getting to the point where she is all loud and buck talking about, don't put me in a box, baby. Because if I think something's weird about my best friend, I'm going to say it. Gina, chill the fuck out. Okay, calm down. Breathe a little bit. You're getting real hype for no reason. Like, who are you feeling like right now? Sit down. Crazy. So, Carmella tells Gina she didn't have to go around saying this to everyone. She should have called her. And Gina says, I don't have your number. You don't even have Emily's number, and you bought her a purse. Gina says Carmella has bigger fish to fry because Vicky's calling her a liar. And Vicki brings up Jen working for Carmella, and Carmella's like, look, I'm helping women, and I'm helping my friend cross the finish line. And it's like, Vicki, yeah, don't you want women to work? Like, what harm is Carmella doing? She's trying to help her friend get some coin. I'm not understanding this. So, Vicki says, my future husband is a developer. So, basically, she's saying that she knows what a developer does, and, like, you're not a developer. Shannon says, Gina told her and Tamara that Carmella doesn't even have a real estate license. And Gina's like, no, I didn't say that. And Carmella's like, I have a real estate license and I have a broker's license. Anyone can look it up. You can see all my transactions or whatever, like everything that she's ever done, all the houses she sold and all that. It's all public information. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Carmella. You tell them. You tell them. Gina says that she never said that, like I said, and she's trying to be where Carmella is at. Yeah, we know. You make it really, really obvious. Really obvious, okay? Vicki says in the confessional that Carmella is a flipper. And that's basically what it is. She flips houses. She's not a developer. And then Gina apologizes to Carmella, and that was the end of the episode. So yeah, Um, that was it, you guys. Let's rate it. I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. We're gonna give it a 6.5. It wasn't the best, but like it was better considering what we've been working with here. Um, but yeah, you guys, how are y'all feeling about this season? It has not been getting any good reviews. I have seen a couple of good feedback, but most like 98% of it has been just this is awful. Um yeah, that's it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and record Ultimate Girls Trip right now. So, if you guys are into that, I'll see you over at Ultimate Girls Trip. If not, I'll see you back over in Orange County next week. Thank you so much for listening to me yap about this. Bye.